Baby Enzo and Ringo welcome you to Sea Leg Journeys. Come on and hang out with us for a great, fun, fantastic conversation about cruising and probably some other stuff too. Thanks for joining us. Please give us a thumbs up and subscribe. Now come on, let's go have some fun. Let's go have some fun. How about that? Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Sea Leg Journeys. It is Motivation Friday. I'm your host, Chet, here with you today. My co-host is Sensei Rabbit standing on top of some dog, and I have a dog on my lap this morning. That's right. You saw him on the intro. You saw little Ringo and baby Enzo. Well, guess what? They got their flea medicine this morning. It's that squeeze-on kind you put between their shoulder blade, and when you put it on Ringo, he always feels pitiful for the whole day. He got medicine for the fleas, and now he's like, he's going to be like this all day. So now he has to sit on Daddy's lap. So I'm sitting here with a Chihuahua on my lap, so I'll have to sit very still. Hopefully I got the microphone in a good place y'all can hear me. Poor little dog. Enzo, it don't bother him. He's like, yeah, give it to me, because he knows when I give it to him, he's going to get a little milk bone dog snack. So Enzo's like, give me Ringo's too. Can I get two if I take Ringo's medicine? No, you can only get your medicine and one snack, and Ringo has to take his and get his snack. So there you go. That's what's been going on over here this morning. Also coming in this morning off the Astute Tourist from 6 o'clock this morning with Jimmy, Eddie, Kenny, Scott. Rolled from over there to Eddie Lugo Studios, and then from there over to See Me Travel, Kurt and Marcia, and Marcia wasn't there again, so Marcia's becoming a clickbait. Marcia, like Robin from Sea Leg Journeys, is clickbait Robin over here, But hey, let's say good morning to some people here, starting off with John Gailor, first one in this morning. Thanks for joining me, John. And you know what? The special assigned squeakies of today are going to be Captain Sea Leg and the Blue Fuzzy Guy. So when double squeakies are involved today, those are going to be your two featured squeakies here at Sea Leg Journeys. And Cheryl coming in from Cruising is Fun Anytime. Right behind us at 9 o'clock, go live together with Cheryl, Jeremy, and Eddie. So get on over and check them out. Ricky Ocean still on assignment as far as I know. So but hang out with them. Sometimes Ryan's in there too, though. Sometimes Ryan's in there. And you want to catch that. You say, who's Ryan? Well, let me introduce you to Ryan, everybody, in case you don't know Ryan from PK Adventure Travels.
Take that, Kurt.
Take that, Kurt. It's too bad Ryan and Mel aren't going to be on the ABC cruise with us, unless they decide to catch it here in the next 6 weeks, because we're only 6 weeks from going. Because the pole dancing is going to be off the chain on the ABC cruise. You're going to have Tom there, you're going to have Bruce there, you're going to have Kurt there, and myself, and we're going to get a whole bunch of other guys involved too. Dwayne, Denise, make sure you tell Dwayne that, and yes, you can pole dance in a kilt, and we're going to prove that while we're on the ABC cruise, okay? And good morning to Sherman right there, CNS Travel. If you need to book a cruise today, contact Sherman. Sherman's going to hook you up, guys. Give her a check out his channel. See what kind of great videos he's got going on over there. And also he has covered some great topics on Tuesday nights. And stuff you can learn if you're building a channel and growing things like that. And then he's got the old guys, I call them, get together on another night and talk about cruising. So a lot going on over there at CNS Travel. Be sure to check them out. And tell them Sea Leg Journey sent you. And don't forget, he can help you book that cruise. How about that? Good morning to you, Sherman. Chet's still using clickbait on his thumbnail. I did, didn't I? Now, that thumbnail, I got to tell you how that thumbnail is kind of weird. I can't even put it up here to show you. It's just a blue background, and Robin from Sea Leg Journeys doing this, and then in weird typecast, it's the title, Friday Motivation Cruise Talk. That was through StreamYard. So when I set this show up here for today, I did a couple days ago, I said, well, let's see what kind of thumbnail StreamYard will generate just for giggles. I've never done it. So I popped it up there, and that's what it came up with. And I'm like, I don't like it. I mean, I like everything except the writing. The writing is weird. If I could have changed that, I would have, but I couldn't modify it. I said, you know what? I'm going to throw it up there anyway, just because. So I threw it up. Sometimes I'm curious what thumbnails will do. Will it generate less views, more views, no difference? It's hard to say. I like making thumbnails. I do think they have an effect on growing your channel, especially on videos. I don't know how much so on lives, but I thought, well, you know what? I don't really care for it, but I'm gonna throw it up anyway. So that's why you got that weird StreamYard thumbnail today. So I didn't make it. If you don't like it, yell at StreamYard. If you do like it, I'll give StreamYard the credit. Good morning, John Gailor saying good morning to CNS and Ohio Travels of Chris right there. Good morning to you, Chris. Oh, and by the way, I'm wearing red today. Red because Jimmy said on his show, I was coming back from the gym and I was listening, lurking and listening, that it's wear red on Friday, right in support of all the military people who have been deployed. And I'm like, I can do that. I've got a red shirt. I'm going to wear a red shirt. And I got this one at Puerto Plata. Puerto Plata. How many of y'all have been to Puerto Plata? Well, I'll tell you, the last time we was there on Virgin Voyages on the Valiant Lady. And it was going to be Scarlet Night. And I didn't have a red shirt. And you can't hardly find a red shirt on Virgin Voyages. It don't make sense to me. If I'm in marketing for Virgin Voyages, I'm going to have red stuff. A lot of red stuff because you're going to sell it on Scarlet Night. Virgin Voyages, are you listening? Your marketing manager obviously don't have a clue. But I would have nothing. I'd be filled with red of every size, every kind. Hats, shirts, pants, vests, whatever. Because people will buy it. So I ended up buying a shirt in Puerto Plata. And guess what? They didn't have a lot of red shirts either. So I got this red tank top. Just for Scarlet Night on the Valiant Lady. But it's a cool shirt. I like it. I like shirts with no sleeves. Shirts with no sleeves. Yeah, right. And Angie coming in this morning. Good morning to you, Angie. And you know what's floating my boat today? That's right. Being here. Just being here, hanging out with you guys. That's what's doing it for me today. Uncle Scugga Radio. Uncle Scugga Radio, that's right. They supply all the music for Jimmy the Astute Tourist over on his channel. Plus, get over on Spotify and check out Uncle Scugga Radio. And speaking of Spotify, guess who's going to be back Monday morning at 8:30? Yeah, the Astute Tourist. Not just the Astute Tourist on the Uncle Scugga Radio, but the Conscious Cruiser Podcast. The award-winning Conscious Cruiser Podcast. Yay! Scott, Elisa, and myself have a new episode for you Monday at 8:30. So don't forget, come on over there and join us and check us out on Spotify. Here we go. Sherman and Pete coming in. Good morning to you, Pete. Happy Friday, Motivation Friday to you. I hope it's motivating. Cruising is always motivating to me. And we're now 43 days out. 43 days out to be exact. And I went to the gym this morning. I'm adding an extra day into my workouts. I've been going every other day. Well, one time during the week, I'm going to add another day in to do legs. Now that I've got my new leg, I might be able to do some legs, I thought. So I thought, I'm going to try it today. So I went in, I did my deadlifts on the Smith machine, which hits glutes and hamstrings and quads, as well as your back. I use it more as a leg exercise because I'm pulling more with my legs. And then from there, in between sets, I would do the sissy squats. You're just hanging on to something and squatting down, standing back up. Squat down, stand back up. And then go do my next set of deadlifts. And when I got done with all that, then I go down and I did a few sets with the leg press machine. And I did lightweight today, a little higher reps, just to get my legs used to it. And let me tell you what, they went, hey, you haven't done this in a while. What's going on here? But the good news is my leg liked it. My leg's like, hey, I can do this. The new leg is working out fantastic. Loving it. Thanks to Integrity Prosthetics in Winter Haven, headquartered out of Lakeland. If you need a prosthetic, I hope you don't, but if you do, and you're in Florida, I highly recommend them. They've been doing my legs now for 9 years. Yep, and a blanket hello from Uncle Scugga right there. That's Jimmy, the Astute Tourist. Catch him Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays on YouTube. And see me traveling. There's Kurt. Good morning to you, Kurt. And yeah, Kurt asked, what if you won that $1 million uh, jackpot on a Carnival cruise? While you're on the cruise, how would you spend the money? Well, I looked at the answers, Kurt, and I was looking at them. I go, a suite. Let me tell you what, the suites on Carnival ain't worth the extra money, in my opinion. If you're going to do a suite experience, you want to go MSC and get the Yacht Club. You want to do Princess Cruises suite. You want to do Royal Caribbean suite. Carnival suites, no. I'd do another cruise line. So that one was out for me. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. Booking 10 more cruises with Carnival? No, I don't think so. Don't think so. I wouldn't do that one either. The other one we had was, what was the other one? What was the other two answers? I forget. But anyway, my answer was take the money and run. If I was going to do anything on board, I mean, yeah, I'm going to go to the steakhouse that night and celebrate, order a bottle of champagne or 3 and spread them around. Hey, everybody that's in the steakhouse gets a bottle of champagne. Maybe something like that, but that'd be about it. As far as on board, sounds like half the people that get the flu shot. Uh-oh. Who got the flu shot? Oh, yeah, they get the flu shot and get sick. Yes, I know. That's why I don't get it. I've got friends that get it every year, and every year they say, gotta go, they're going to go Friday and get it, and that way they got the weekend to recover from it. So they can go back Monday to back to work. I'm like, wow. They said, but you know, this is them talking. They say it's better than getting the flu for real and being down for a week. I've had the flu before. I've had it twice in my life. And one time, I remember I was doing a front end alignment, and it was one of those drive-on machines. So I was sitting on the floor, right, adjusting the camber and toe and all this. And next thing I know, the boss is waking me up. I'm like, what happened? Did I pass out or something? It was like 40 degrees outside, a rare cold day in Florida back then. And I was outside, you know, that's where the rack was. And I went to sleep. I just laid down, went to sleep. So I got sent home. I was out the rest of the week. And then one time after that, I got it. And I knew when I got to work, I was like, uh-oh, I've felt this before. I'm going home before I go to sleep. But I've never had it since. And both of those times I was young, a long time ago. But thank goodness I've never had it since. But I just didn't want to get the flu shot because, man, what if I did get sick for the whole week anyway? Ugh, I don't know. And good morning. Will G coming in. Good morning to you. Will, what's happening this morning over there in Texas? Scotty J Travels. I knew I heard a whoop, 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 whoop. Good morning, Scotty J. Hello. Hello to Chet and Robin from Sea Lake Journeys. Yeah, Robin is working already this morning. I'm using my inside voice as much as I can. She's got her door closed. I got mine sort of closed. You can't really close the door here with the dogs because they get mad and upset and then start crying and scratching. So you have to leave it cracked open so they can get in or get out or whatever. Dogs, you can't live with them. You can't live without them. Hey, the girls are us. Christy and Beth, good morning. Happy Friday fun. Woo! Happy Friday fun to you. And there's Ryan right now. Ryan, was you here for this? I don't think you was. I wanted to introduce everybody to Ryan. And Ryan, this is what I gave him this morning just for you, buddy.
Take that, Kurt.
That's Ryan. Check out PK Adventure Travels over there. Get to know Ryan. Get to love him like we do here at Sea Lake Journeys. We got to meet him in person over in Orlando to meet Danny D. Great, fun people in real life. Y'all check them out. And let's see. I'm going to make sure I haven't missed anybody here with the hellos and good mornings. And we got a pile of them. I'm scrolling fast now, y'all. Woo-wee. Let me get through that chat. Okay. Wow. And looks like Linda popped in also. Good morning to you, Linda. Wavy hands to you. Thanks for joining us. And I like John's answer. Take the money and book an MSC cruise. I know, right? Honestly, I'd take it. I would take an MSC cruise, or I'd take a Princess cruise. I'd actually take another Norwegian cruise. We had a great time on the Breakaway. It wasn't my favorite ship overall. There's a lot about the Norwegian Breakaway ship I didn't like, but I would give Norwegian another go. I would. I definitely would. Oh, and by the way, check out my boo boo. I took the bandage off. Of course, I replaced it. You know, I had it Tuesday. I replaced it Wednesday. Then I replaced it Thursday, and now today I'm like, well, don't need it no more. Look at that. It's going good. So, yar, yar. I had an itch and I forgot. That's going to be my how'd you get that scar story. Had an itch and a pirate hook and I forgot. Yeah. Hello. And hey, there's Josie Ann. Good morning to you, Josie Ann. Happy Friday to you. Are y'all ready for the weekend? I think a lot of people are. New times, new beginnings. Good morning to you. Thanks for joining us here this happy Friday morning. And Vicky coming in. Don't forget, Vicky's coming on at 10 o'clock today. I thought I was going to die the last time I got the flu in December. Oh my gosh, I know. You know, it's been so long ago for me. It's probably been 30 years since I had more than that, 35 years probably since I had the last flu. But I remember it. I remember it. It was a lot of sleepy time. I slept a lot. Didn't eat. Woke up long enough to drink something, go to the bathroom, and then right back to sleep. You know, that's pretty much what it was. But not feeling good. I think the first day, also, you couldn't eat nothing because if you did, you'd throw up. You know, you try to eat something and then bleh, up it comes. So it's like, what's the point? I ain't eat nothing. If you don't eat, you can't throw up. So you lose 10 or 70 pounds with the flu. Not the right way to lose weight. But yeah, I did hit 189.5 this week. That's a half pound below 190. Okay, so I'm getting close to that 185, guys. I'm working on it. I'm going to get there. Going to get there. Here we go. Will says, in the Atlantic, almost to Gibraltar. Oh, you ain't in Texas? You ain't in Texas anymore. There's a tornado. No, it wasn't a tornado. It was a cruise ship done took you out to Gibraltar. Wow, that's awesome, Will G. Hey, thanks for coming in. Even though you're out there having a good time, we appreciate you, brother. Can't wait to see you in April, which is coming up. It's going to be great to see you again. And got to run, have a dentist appointment. Oh, Angie. Oh, dentist appointment. That's bad language right there. Bad language. A dentist. Oh. Yeah, last time I went, root canal. Root canal. You know what they cost? Ooh, not good, but hey, fixed my tooth. It's all good now. Thank goodness for that. And let's see, I'm rolling. Hey, there's Jen.Cohen. Good morning to you, Jen. Remember to smash the like and feed the YouTube algorithm. Thanks so much for that, Jen. We appreciate it. And you catch Jen every Tuesday and Thursday, and this time slot at 8:30, and Sunday morning at 11:30. Woohoo! And sometimes Chef Todd, or sometimes the headless apparition of Chef Todd, will be with her. And Willow the dog. And little Ringo is on my lap this morning, Jen. I put his flea medicine on him this morning. Actually, Robin from Sea Lake Journeys put the flea medicine on him, and so he don't feel good. He don't like getting his flea medicine, so he's going to be sitting on somebody's lap all day, mostly mine, but sometimes hers. Yeah, wherever he can get a lap, he's going to be on it because don't feel good. John says the last time I got the flu, I was working at the hospital, and the chief said I had to come to work anyway. The CEO of the hospital found out, and I was sent home, as well as the chief, for two different reasons, right, John? You got home because you had enough sense, to stay home, and the chief got sent home because he was fill in the blank, and got sent home for making bad decision making. Right on, John. I hear you. Well, my bosses, they saw me and they said, "Yep, you're going home." We don't need everybody here sick. We don't need everybody else at work getting sick. And if you're in the hospital, for crying out loud, why would that guy tell you to come in with a flu? Some people in positions don't need to be in positions because they don't use their brainstem correctly. That's what I say. Yeah. And hey, there's Denise from Bone Tired Travelers. Check mix. I was copying Denise's answers over there on the test this morning at Jimmy's. I didn't even bother writing my answer down. I says, whatever, I just typed in there, whatever Denise says, that's my answer. I got a better chance of getting them right when I copy off of her. Just saying. And Denise, we have not even discussed the ABC crews getting together a trivia team. You can have up to 6 on a team. I think if you get on the team, and Captain Billy's going to be there, we'll get Captain Billy on it. I want to be part of it because I just like to play. We just need 3 more people to come fill out our trivia team, and we'll go win us a ship on a stick. Just saying. 6 and a wake up till Helen. Oh my goodness, that is coming up fast, y'all. I know a whole bunch of y'all's going to Helen. Y'all going to have a great time. I look forward to seeing the vlogs from it. And Denise is driving and listening. Thanks to everybody out there who's driving and listening, working and lurking. Hashtag replay. People are peeking in my window right now. Wherever you're watching, we sure thank you. And guys, we get a ton of hashtag replays here. We like sometimes triple the amount of views just from replay. So we do appreciate that. We sure do. Hey, Vicky. Hello. Chris says, my last flu shot was in 2019, and I'm down for the count for almost a month. Yeah, see, that's what I'm afraid of. That's the only reason I haven't got any flu shots. But I do know people that do get them every year, and they don't get the flu. But like I was saying earlier in the show, they always say, I got to get it on a Friday. That way I got the weekend to recover from it. Because they just generally don't feel good for a couple of days. And then by Monday, they're all right. So, but wow, down for a month. Yikes. Yikes. Wish I could make Helen. Yeah, I don't know, Jimmy, but you got to wait till May. Jimmy don't go nowhere till May. And if he could, he'd be on the ABC cruise with us in April. Right, Jimmy? I don't do the flu or COVID shots. Yeah, I've not done the flu shots. Now, the COVID shots, when cruising was first coming back, 2021, it was required for you to have the shots and be tested and all this before you could get on the ship. I'm like, all right, I get it. And we never had any issues with the COVID shots, neither myself nor Robin from Sea Lake Journeys. And we did like 7 cruises during that, I don't know, 14, 15 months time period. During that time, so we had to, prove that we had the shot. Of course, you didn't have to get the shot every time you went on a cruise. The shot was good for however long it was good for, and we got like 1 or 2 boosters over that time period. I know we got at least one booster during that time period, and we had no side effects at all, and we never got COVID. So I know there's people on this side of the aisle, don't get the shot, it'll kill you. This one over here, oh, you gotta have the shot or you'll die. I'm in the middle. Get the shot if you think you need it, or if you gotta have it. Sometimes your job requires it. Sometimes you gotta have it, like we did to get on a cruise. It's up to you at that point, right? So I just went and got it, and we had no side effects, and we never got the COVID. So would we have gotten COVID without the shot? I don't know. How am I going to know? Because we did get the shot. So I'm not an advocate for or against it. Don't think that I am, but I am an advocate for, if you want to go on a cruise and you have to get the shot, then you got to get the shot. And if your job requires it, then you got to get it. And if you don't have a job that requires it and you don't want to go on a cruise, then you don't have to get it, and it's up to you. So that's the life we live in. All I know is when I was in the military, they gave us every shot under the sun. Okay, I took all my proofs of all the shots I had growing up, which was a little booklet full of them. And guess what? You still get the shots anyway. It don't matter if you got the proof of the shots or not. Everybody walks down this hallway, and there's people on both sides of you giving shots in both arms. So I don't know what shots I had in the military. I don't know. When they told us we had to go get a shot, we went and got a shot. There you go. And I'm still alive, so so I wasn't worried about it. I'm like, yeah, you know what? I gotta get the shot to cruise, because man, we were cruising for almost free. Now, we had one where we paid $50 a piece plus port fees and taxes. We had other ones where I think I paid less than $100 a piece. I had some that were free because of credits. Yeah, and I paid port fees and taxes. So yeah, we made out. We paid for like 2 cruises, and we did 7. So it was a good time to go. Give me that shot. I'm going. It's 2:45 p.m. on the ship. Oh my goodness! Wow, Will, you're in mid-afternoon, hanging out by the pool, checking out Sea Lake Journeys. That's awesome. That's awesome. I'm glad you told us what time it was where you're at, because I'm always curious about those things. I hope you're having good weather too, Will. Next week I'll have to have all my childhood inoculations. My bone marrow is like newborns. Yeah, so you got to go through those again. And it's so funny. I was watching some hospital show the other night, me and Robin from Sea Lake Journeys, and somebody came in with measles, and nobody knew what it was at first. And finally, an older doctor went in. He says, I'm old enough that I recognize what this is. It's measles. And they're like, what? How did somebody get the measles? And he says, well, right now we got to fix it. And the parents were like, well, what's the big deal? It's just the measles, right? And they're like, what's the big deal? 30% of people die from it that get it. And they're like, what? And he was rattling off the statistics of even if he didn't die, he could have this and this and this and all this stuff that I didn't even know. I'm like, what? That's why they inoculated us for measles. So you might get it, nothing happened to you other than be sick for a week, or you might get it and have serious effects. So you just don't know. But that's why they did the inoculations. I remember my dad talking about polio when he was a kid. He was born in 1918, okay? But a lot of kids died from polio or from crippled from it. So they were really glad to get the polio vaccine to save lives and save people from being crippled. So, you take the good. And then some people, though, let's face it, any medication, any drug can have an adverse effect to you. Sometimes the cure for 999 people is death to that 1 in 1,000, or whatever the odds are for that particular medication. So you just go with, the numbers, the vast numbers and hope that I'm one of the 999, right? Good morning to you, Hickanuki World Tour. Thanks for joining us. Right on. And Jimmy, good luck with those shots too, by the way. I'm sure you'll just get them and roll right on through them just like you did when you was a kid. And Vicky saying hello to everybody. 10 o'clock today, y'all. Hang out with Vicky over there and meet some new friends. And Cheryl saying good morning. We're fixing to jump over to Cheryl here in about 3 minutes, y'all. Woo! Uncle Scugga says, if any of my subordinates come to work sick, they will immediately be sent home. If you're sick, stay home. Boy, I know. Jimmy, I used to hate it when somebody come to work sick, coughing, and sneezing, and hacking. I'm like, man, take that home. Take that home. Come on, manager, get this guy out of here. We're all going to be sick by the end of the week, because he's hacking on the counters. He's hacking on the equipment. He's hacking in people's cars. They're going to go home and get sick. Let's get him out of here. Come on, man. Come on. Before we get mad. We're either going to be mad and then sick, or get him home and we'll all be happy and not sick. And they didn't want to take a sick day because they wanted to use it for vacation day. Or when they felt like needed a day off. So whatever. Cool idea. Trivia. Right, Chris? What do you think about that? You like trivia too? I do. I think it'll be a fun thing. I'll be on your team. There you go. All right, Chris. We got 4. That's 4 of us. We only need 2 more now. Ooh, let's see who we can get. And we may be able to do more than one trivia. So we can rotate teams in and out. If there's like 8 people who want to play, this 6 play, and the next time another 6 play, or we might even have enough for 2 teams. And then we can really win. The efficacy was only 25%. That, yeah. I'll tell you what, I think it worked for me though, because I never got COVID. And let me tell you, I was on planes, trains, automobiles. We went to South Carolina, Tennessee. We went on cruises to all different places, everywhere. And down here in Florida, we didn't wear no masks. So, we'd think we'd be the ones that get it down here. But nope, we dodged it every time. And I mean, we tested. I can't tell you how many times we had to test. 1,000,000 times. We test before we go down to get tested. We get tested when we got tested. Sometimes when you got to the port, you have to be tested again. Yeah, it was crazy like that in the beginning. I still get all the shots. There you go. Right on, Linda. There's a lot of people. I tell you, down here at our Walgreens, the shot place is always lined up. There's always people here getting their flu shots and pneumonia shots, I think is another one. So a lot of the older people, we got a lot of old people down here where I live. And they're getting their shots so they can get out on that golf course. You know what I mean? Jen still gets all the shots too. There you go. All shots are basically bioweapons. Yeah, let's hope that they're killing the viruses or bacteria, whatever it is they're targeting. I've always had pretty good luck with vaccines. I had my kids always vaccinated, and they never got sick with nothing. So thank goodness for that. And look at this. I've had enough shots and IVs to last a lifetime. Tell me about it, Jimmy. If I never get another IV, it'll be too soon. I had an octopus thing hanging out of my chest. Like you could put like 4 different things in it. It looked like monster from Predator. Oh my gosh, 901. Did not realize it. Never had chicken pox or measles. Yeah, I had the chicken pox. Never had measles because I got inoculated for measles. Did not get inoculated for chicken pox. I did get them. And I got scars. There's a little scar right there on my face and another one on my leg. But yeah, wasn't too bad. Cruise Life. Cruising's fun anytime. Chris had them both when I was a kid. That was a long time ago. Well, you know what they used to do? Some of y'all are old as me. Remember, if somebody got the chicken pox, family members or friends would all say, hey, get all your kids together. They're all having a sleepover Friday night. Let them all get chicken pox at the same time, and we'll be over this mess. A week from now, everybody will have had it and won't have to worry about it again. You remember that? I do. Yep. Sure enough, we used to go get that done. And the cruise tubers, good morning to you, cruise tubers. We're fixing to get out of here, everybody. Kevin, hello. Hello, Kevin. Okay, guys, yeah. Got to get the shots so you can get on the ship. Have lots of shots. Yeah. Yep. I did. I took the shot so I could get on the ship. And then at least one booster, if not two. But they didn't bother us. We took them. No effects. Never had COVID, so it worked out for me. Yep, me too, Chet. That's a Hickman port. You know, I had the pick line in my arm at the same time. They put mine in the back of my hand. They had one in my hand, the back of my hand, and then one hanging out, my tentacles hanging out of here. Jimmy, I'm over it. How about you, brother? All right, guys. Thanks, guys. It's been a great morning hanging out over here. Be ready to get on your cruise next time. And I have a thumbnail for tonight. Probably won't be no show tonight. Robin Select Journeys has been having to work late every night. But Saturday night we will be here with a cooking show. So I got the thumbnail up for that. Get over and check us out for the cooking. This is your Saturday thumbnail. Getting ready for vacation, day 34. Don't want to miss that. Look at her face. And she's going, duh. For some reason, I don't know what it is. Raid Parade today. And I've got a show on it. I don't know, 2:15, 2:18, 2:20, something like that. Is my turn to sail away from Port Everglades out of Fort Lauderdale on the Sun Princess. Guys, thanks again. And until next time, we'll see you around the channel. See you around the channel.
Thank you very much.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Well, thank you very much. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.